Hey, what's up guys? This is David Ortiz. I'm with Honeyworks Woodworking. I've been pondering this idea for quite some time now that I might want to start a YouTube channel. I think I've decided to do it. I'm just tired of watching so many YouTube channels that don't have in-depth how-tos as well as product reviews. I just don't think they're very in-depth, and the people that are talking on these videos most of the time, I don't be real with you, I don't think they're very educated, because yeah, it's just the way that they come across. I don't really know. Anyways, I thought I would take you on a little tour around the house, show you what I've been up to, show you how I kind of built this business over the last year. I've only been in business a little over a year, just doing charity and fundraiser stuff. And so I'm officially not a business as of right now, but I'll be applying for a business license once I get out of the Army. I guess that kind of leads me into, you know, who I am and what I've been up to. So as I walk around the house and show you some stuff, I'll talk about who I am and yeah, where I've been and what I'm kind of about. I love Great Danes. I got into Great Danes not too long ago, and they're the best dogs you could ever have. It turned into the paint booth. I hung up this giant Harbor Freight tarp, and I just put that tarp down, and then usually on the ground I'll put you know, a painter's tarp type deal. Inside here is all my paint stuff as well as my stain. Here's my kid's dirt bike. Here's my dirt bike. Here, let me turn on some light. GoPro loves light, so got my old Craftsman toolbox. I don't really use that too much more now that I got into woodworking. And oh, the light's flashing. You know, dumb. There you go. And so yeah, you have a pressure washer. You have the whole Milwaukee pack out tool system. There's a coffee table I built. Little entertainment center, probably built in the 50s or 60s. And so yeah, I flipped it, bought some new handles from Amazon. And then you have an Adirondack chair that I just built recently, probably within the last month or two. I think it's pretty cool. I like how it came out, so for it. So anyways, that frame, going back to that frame with the clock, I actually wanted to build that for my wife. Look her up at Honeyworks Photography on Instagram or Facebook, or honeyworksphotography.com. Here's like the third furniture flip that I did, third or fourth. It's just an old hutch. And this is my latest project. I took the bookshelf idea and I made a mini bookshelf. Tell me what you think in the comments. And you got your pallet. I had extra pallet wood laying around, so I made a shelf. Here's my wife and her essential oils. She loves Young Living oils, and so we have a couple of these around the house. A whole coffee bar here, and it's just literally built out of pallets, and then I made some shelving inside the pallets, you know, with some router work. There's a file organizer right there. That was one of the first projects, you know, I did in this house. This is the office where I do all my editing for a painting by Dylan Morgan. He's out of Bisbee, Arizona. He has his own shop down there. This is the wife's computer area, computer desk. So you should see, look at her work, gorgeous. Graduated high school back in like 2008, and then in 2008 all the way to 2010 I went to the Motorcycle Mechanic Institute right there, and then I graduated with a UAV degree once I joined the Army, and then I graduated with a bachelor's degree after that. All your DeWalt battery charging station. I have one cobalt thing back there, you can see. This is where I keep my screws and all my clamps. Tons of clamps, ridiculous amount of clamps. Then you got your squares. This was my Christmas present this year. This is an old 1950s Craftsman radial arm saw. It's a fun tool to use, you know. I got a little push cart here. So I'll be doing product reviews. I think this is gonna be my first product review. It's a tripod light made by DeWalt, so I can make videos for you guys. You got my DeWalt planer here that I made its own workbench for. And then I got my big workbench in the back over here. You can see it. Over there, you got sanders, routers. Up top, I got my sawhorses. I use that for the coffee bar that I made for Move City Church. And I got my painter's workbench. You know, I got the Magnum Graco Pro X17. Phenomenal. That is a phenomenal tool right there. That tool works just as good as all the DeWalt stuff or Milwaukee stuff. You got a Milwaukee sign up there and DeWalt there. Those are my favorite two brands. This project was kind of crazy. This is an old, probably again 1950s, 1960s Craftsman, Sears Craftsman lathe, and I had to order a ton of random parts in order to get this thing going all the way. But I built this entire custom workbench for it so that, you know, you could sharpen your lathe tools. And, you know, I decked it out a little bit with Honeyworks Woodworking. I always like to brand all my stuff, but you know, I found a lot of this stuff at estate sales and just put it on the table. And then I got, you know, your Jacob's chuck. And let's see, I got your Yoast clamp there, which is just a phenomenal woodworking clamp. It's pretty expensive. You can find them on Amazon, but yeah, you got your Porter cable in your central machinery. So this is like Harbor Freight stuff. That's Lowe's. This is Lowe's right here. This is like my very first workbench, and like you can see when I was trying to learn how to brand, and so it's like overburnt and stuff. So yeah, that's my very first workbench right there. And then coming over here, another old Craftsman. So Craftsman's pretty cool. I got a couple Craftsman things, you know. I wasn't totally sold on Craftsman, but as I started using some of these old tools, you know, I got 3 big Craftsman things in here. My lathe, my scroll saw, and then over there, you know, you got your radial arm saw that I put a DeWalt blade on it, but it didn't matter. And then Diablo blades over here on my my actual miter saw. So, and then you got rigid dust collector, and then you got rigid table saw. So yeah, that's pretty much the entire shop for what it is. Anyways, here's the Tacoma. Yeah, so I'll pick the Tacoma up. I'll actually drive around right over here, back up right here, and then I'll unload the wood over here and then just bring it into the garage over here. So yeah, that pretty much completes the Honeyworks woodworking tour. It's a work in progress. You know, I'm not claiming to be a master woodworker of any sort. I think I could teach myself how to do woodworking. And so yeah, I just keep watching lots of your guys' videos on YouTube, and I appreciate it. It's been very supportive, very helpful. Yeah, not just how to do, but like, you know, what tools are working good, what tools suck, you know. And yeah, it'll just kind of be an all-encompassing, very well-rounded. Instead of snippets, you'll get the full, this tool's good because of this, and then I'll show you why it's good. And yeah, so yeah, it's great to be on YouTube, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Talk to you guys later.